What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 2. Sleeper picks.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon.
so you don't miss our new videos.
In this video, I'm going to give you some of my top DFS sleeper picks, super low priced and low ownership players that could crush value this week and give your lineup an advantage over the field. These are risky plays, meant for large tournaments only. Don't go all in on any of these guys. They are high risk, high reward picks. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, NFL Week 2. Let's take a look at the quarterback position. So my sleeper pick for NFL Week 2 at the quarterback position is Baker Mayfield from the Tampa Bay Bucks, playing the Chicago Bears, who have the second worst defense overall, giving up the second most fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks. Now Baker Mayfield scored 16 fantasy points in Week 1, but I like this pick. He got 8 rush attempts. That's some monster rushing upside here at a low price point. He's only going to be about 4% owned, projected at 15.9 fantasy points here in Week 2. He's 5,100 DraftKings salary, 1,700 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 40.5 points scored in this game, with the Tampa Bay Bucks favored by 2.5. So fantastic matchup here. He's got a lot of weapons. I think he's got 20 plus fantasy point upside. So I like Baker Mayfield as a sleeper pick here versus the Chicago Bears. Okay, let's take a look at the running back position. My sleeper pick at the running back position for NFL Week 2. Take a look at this, guys. It's Dalvin Cook. Can you believe it? A sleeper pick from the New York Jets, playing the Dallas Cowboys, who have a good defense overall. They've been good versus opposing running backs. Now, Dalvin Cook only scored 8.9 fantasy points in Week 1. He had 13 rush attempts and 3 pass targets.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching.
If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal,
all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won.
And we'll send you $25 PayPal.
So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
So decent volume. I mean, he got 16 touches. I'm going to be looking for 20 plus touches here this week. He's only going to be about 1% owned. Now, he was only on the field for 50% of the snaps. So, I mean, it's going to take some time for Dalvin Cook to get the offense and get his legs underneath him in the New York Jets. But remember, their quarterback went down last week, Aaron Rodgers. So they might have to lean a little more heavy on Dalvin Cook than they wanted to. So it's possible. It could be a running game script here. Even though he has a bad matchup, they certainly could use him out of the backfield. A lot of check down passes. He could easily break one, take it to the house. So Vegas thinks there's going to be 38.5 points scored in this game. They have the Jets trailing by 9. So it's not a good game script on paper, but with Aaron Rodgers out, I do think for 6,000 DraftKings salary and only 800 more on FanDuel and only 1% ownership, you absolutely could roll the dice with Dalvin Cook. I think he's going a little bit under-owned here this week. So I like Dalvin Cook as a sleeper pick here versus the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, let's take a look at the wide receiver position. My sleeper pick at the wide receiver position for NFL Week 2 is Robert Woods from the Houston Texans, playing the Indianapolis Colts, who have the 6th worst defense overall, give up the 7th most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. So Robert Woods scored 11.7 fantasy points in week 1, and he got 10 pass targets. So for some reason here, only going to be about 2% owned, was on the field for 75% of the snaps. He's projected at 8.8 fantasy points here in week 2. He's only 4,600 DraftKings salary, 1,200 more on FanDuel. Now Vegas thinks there's going to be 39.5 points scored in this game, with Houston favored by 1. But I don't see any reason for his salary to be so low and his ownership to be so low after 10 pass targets in week 1 and a fantastic matchup here in week 2. So I like Robert Woods as a sleeper pick here versus the Indianapolis Colts.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all the tools for NFL. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, moving on to the tight end position. My sleeper pick at the tight end position for NFL Week 2 is Cole Kmet from the Chicago Bears, playing the Tampa Bay Bucks, who have the 6th worst defense overall, give up the 7th most fantasy points to opposing tight ends. Cole Kmet scored 9.4 fantasy points in week 1 off of 7 pass targets and 1 rush attempt. He was on the field for 97% of the snaps, only going to be about 2% owned, projected at 7.8 fantasy points here in week 2. He's 4,400 DraftKings salary, 800 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 40.5 points scored in this game, with the Bears trailing by 2.5. So good matchup here. Lots of volume in week 1 on the field for almost 100% of the snaps. I think it's a lot of opportunity here at a low ownership. So I like Cole Kmet here versus the Tampa Bay Bucks.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NFL slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.